Hey there, this is a video on how to put your kilt away and what you should do and not do after wearing it. The irony being that I put my kilt away a little bit sloppily last time and I've got some wrinkles that wouldn't be there otherwise. So, having worn your kilt for however long, an hour, a week, a day, having worn it, you take it off and you lay it out somewhere so that any moisture, whether it's atmospheric moisture, sweat, rain, anything else, can gas off. It can evaporate. And that's going to take as long as it will. I've waded through streams in this kilt, and, howling rain and everything else. And sometimes it's taken several days, a better part of a week to dry out. So, you let it dry out. You turn it as many times as possible so that, both sides get a chance to dry. You look inside the pleats periodically. What I'm looking for are little dust bunnies, which I'm always afraid are going to be wool moths. I look for dirt. If there is dirt, if I've spilt something on my kilt, now's the time to deal with it, because if you put a dirty kilt away for whatever reason, if it's foodstuffs or shall we say body liquids, pee, stuff like that, it attracts the moths. Because I've noticed time and time again with woolen trousers, woolen kilts, the one place I'm going to find mothing is on the inside apron, right? For reasons you can figure out. So if it's dirty, we do a spot clean. We look for moths or anything else. As I said, we look for damage, okay? And then having satisfied ourselves on that, nothing's coming loose, the buckles are good, the straps are good. Having satisfied our curiosity there, we put it away. And the right way to put it away, you'll notice that I don't put loops on my kilts. I don't want you to hang the kilt, because although this is sewn in 2 dimensions, by wearing it, it's tailored to fit you in 3 dimensions and to fit the section of a cone that is your waist and hips. Even if you're a rather fuller disposition, there still is that cone in there somewhere. So wearing the kilt shapes it to you, but if you clamp it in a trouser press, if you hang from the loops, that means that gravity is working on it the wrong way. And when you see a kilt where the pleats are all up like that, it's almost certainly due because somebody's been hanging it up. So we pick it up. Now usually my label is right here. I put my label on the outside on this kilt for whatever reason. I don't know. But we start off, we're holding the kilt, we're holding it by the inner apron. In this ordinarily, if this is your kilt, my label's going to be right there. But the lining is facing us. My hands are shoulder width apart. The rest of the kilt hangs down. And we start rolling it up backwards. Now, it doesn't have to be tight. We're just making sure that that top edge is even. Fold down the tongue and the buckle. Okay? And again, not singing tight, but we want to avoid that. Okay? And there it is. Having rolled it like that, it gets easy with time. But again, you have to do it standing up because gravity is helping you there. And against your chest because you need something to push against. Now, having done that, you can put it in a cedar chest. Those wrinkles that you saw, because I'd kind of put it away in a hurry a week or so ago, those are going to relax out. You can also fold it. You could even fold it in half, put it in a duffel bag, fly across the country, get to the other end. Your kilt's absolutely ready to wear with no wrinkles in it. Now, I made this kilt close to 30 years ago. I have run a very slow marathon in it. I have waded streams in it. I've sweated right through the thing. I have slept rough in it. But here's a great thing about wool, because the only care that I've given it in 30 years is what I've just showed you. Let it air out, let it thoroughly air out, check it for damage, roll it up and put it away, okay? And as I said, through all this, that's a wonder of wool, that it is no way offensive to the nose. That's the absolute terrific thing about wool. So there we are. Air it, check for damage, clean if necessary, and also never take it to the dry cleaner, ever, ever, ever. Because if you do, those solvents that they use will remove the oils, the natural oils of the cloth and lanolin and such like that. I've seen old army kilts that have been over cleaned where if I hit them in the light, you could see particles because they were the cloth was actually friable. It was reducing to dust when I hit it like that. And also when the dry cleaner presses it, they're going to get it wrong. Maybe they think they're paid enough to care, but even so, they're going to get it wrong because they're not going to baste it together, are they? They're going to throw it on the table, and it's going to be a bit of a messed up job. So there you go. Just going to roll it up quickly again. So again, this is how I want you to take care of your kilt. This kilt, 30 years, no dry cleaning. It had the iron once 30 years ago, and it still looks first rate. Thank you, and carry on.